Well, I'm going to show you how I do the shading on the skin color first. So I'm going to send you the palettes that I have. These are the palettes that I have for different colors, which I'll send you, but we won't worry about that right now. This is a skin tone chart, and I don't use it very often, but I'm going to send it to you just in case you would like it. These are the two that I use the most. This is the hair color, and this is the skin tones. Now, my favorite skin tone one to use, just take your dropper tool, go to the skin color that you want to use. I usually go for this color, or I'll go over here. So right now I'm going to do her a little bit darker, and then I'm going to give her a lighter background shading. So right click on the lighter one, left click on that one, or vice versa, then open up your image, get your magic wand tool. Make sure that your magic wand tool on tolerance is set to 101, because then it's going to get all of the areas that we want to color inside of the skin. So I'm going to select all of the pieces of her skin, just like that. And then I'm going to take my flood tool. I'm going to flood it with my background color. So I'm going to use the lighter color. And now here's where we start to do our shading. We're going to take our airbrush, which is your paintbrush airbrush tool. Take your airbrush. Here's what my settings are set at here. I usually set them a little bit larger, so it's usually around 150. I go up to 200 sometimes. The hardness, you can play around with that. It really depends on what you like. And the step, I'd keep at 10. Density, I would keep at 25. And we're just going to do a normal blend mode. Now, you could do this on a new layer until you get used to it, or you can do it like I do. So right now I'm just going to show you how I usually do it for some shading. So see all the little dots? We're just going to run whatever color it is. So right click, left click with whatever the opposite color is that you used, and we're just going to run it along here. And as you can see, it's just giving a little bit of a shadow to her skin. So like the sun is kind of shining on that part of her skin. Just a little bit like that. I do a little bit more usually around here, and sometimes click right around the eyes. And then when we're done that, what I usually do after that is I'm going to do a cheek color. I'm going to give her a little bit of blush. So go back to that palette that I gave you and go to this one right here and take that nice little palette, put it anywhere you want to. Go back to the image, back to your airbrush, and then go ahead and add some blush. Now see how we're just adding just a little bit of blush? Now if you do that on a new layer, you can do that as well, and then what you can do is you can blur it out so that it's kind of blended in a little bit more. But for this purpose, I'm just going to do it like this. And I usually give her a little bit of blush in other areas too, just to add to the skin tone. And when you're done and you like the skin tone, go on up to Effects. Actually, don't go to Effects, go to Adjust. Add Remove Noise, add noise. And then go to Gaussian or Uniform and just add 5. You don't want to go any more than that. Gives her a little bit of texture. If you zoom in, you're going to be able to see that she's got a little bit of texture. All right, and then it's just selections, select none. Now you have done your skin tone. So I am going to send you hair next, but at least we have skin tone down. So hair next.